Hello everybody, how are you today? The way you see your life shapes your life. How you view your life will influence how you spend your money, use your time, use your talents, and value your relationships. So before I continue, I want to ask you, how do you see your life?
Do you want a chocolate? I could eat about 1.5 million of these. My mom always said life was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get.
There are many creative people using different metaphors to describe life. For example, someone said, life is like a coin. You can spend it any way you wish, but you only spend it once. Wow, that's very creative. Let's look at another one. This man said, life is like a boomerang. Whatever you throw out there will always return. I like this one. Life is like a book. Some chapters are sad, some are happy, and some are exciting. But if you never turn the page, you will never know what the next chapter has in store for you. Very creative, isn't it? I got one funny one for you. Life is like a fart. If you have to force it, it is probably shit. If I ask how you picture life, what image would come to your mind? Let's spend 10 seconds to try to come up with a picture to describe life.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Your unspoken life metaphors influences your life more than you realize. It determines your expectations, your values, your relationships, your goals, and your priorities. If you think life is a party, your primary values will be having fun. If you see life as a race, you value speed, and you probably be in a hurry all the time. If you see life as a marathon, you will value endurance. If you see life as a battle or race, then winning will be very important to you. The wisdom in the world gives us many different metaphors. To fulfill the purposes of God, we have to take the metaphor of the Bible, but not the words. The Bible offers 3 metaphors that teach us God's view of life. First one, life is a test. Second, life is a trust. And third, life is a temporary assignment. We will spend 2 weeks to look into these 3 metaphors. Life on earth is a test. God continually tests people's character, faith, obedience, love, integrity, and loyalty. God tested Abraham by asking him to offer his son Isaac. God tested Jacob when he had to work extra years to earn Rachel, his wife. Adam and Eve failed their test in the Garden of Eden, and King David also failed his test from several occasions. But the Bible also gives us many examples of people who pass a great test, such as Joseph, Esther, Ruth, and Daniel. God likes to use tests to develop our character. So character is both developed or built and revealed or shown by tests. So life is about tests. You are always being tested. God constantly watches our response to people, problems, to sickness, to illness, conflicts, disappointment, and even the weather. He even watches the simplest actions, such as when you open a door for somebody, when you pick up the trash on the floor, or when you are polite to a waitress. God watches them. We don't know all the tests God will give us, but we can predict some of them based on the Bible. You will be tested by major changes, delayed promises, impossible problems, unanswered prayers, undeserved criticism, and even senseless tragedies. When you understand that life is a test, you realize that nothing is insignificant in your life. Even the smallest incident has significance for your character development. Every day is an important day, and every second is a growth opportunity to deepen your character. In conclusion, life is like doing paces. What God wants to test are your characters. You have enough abilities and resources to pass your checkups, self-tests, and pace tests of life. Sometimes you might fail, but the good news is God wants you to pass. So He never allows the tests you face to be greater than the grace He gives you to handle them. He promised that He will keep His promise, and He will not allow you to be tested beyond your power to remain firm. At the time you are put to the test, He will give you the strength to endure it, and so provide you with a way out. 1 Corinthians 10 verse 13. Every time you pass a test, God notices, and He makes plans to reward you in eternity. James says, "Blessed are those who endure when they are tested. When they pass the test, they will receive the crown of life that God has promised to those who love Him." That's all for this week. Next week, we'll continue to learn about the second and third biblical metaphors of life. See you.